but it shows you like
teams don't care anymore.
They don't care about big men, especially if they're one dimensional.
But I hope this from my perspective, I really hope this method is going to flop for Houston Rockets, and then people look back and say, yeah, I can remember when Houston Rockets did that. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Do you really want?
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. My name is B-man.
B-man. B-man.
I don't need ad-libs. We're not Migos, brother. We're not.
Quavo. B-man.
But
Mama.
no, but the most important person is sat next to me.
Sack down.
I like that.
Yeah.
So when I do it, can you give me that ad-lib? That's the ad-lib.
That's the ad-lib. Sack down. Sack down.
Sosa. Yeah.
Sack down.
Sosa.
Kings.
Sosa. Yeah. One. Sosa. How is Sacramento Kings? Do it. Yeah. Sosa. Yeah.
We talking about the NBA. The NBA. We talking about the NBA. Trade deadline.
Yeah.
Who got moved? Who got traded? Who stayed? Who went gone? What?
Yeah.
2 picks.
Yeah.
First round.
Yeah.
What? Let's go.
Oh God, Sosa. What are you saying? I'm telling you, one of these days we are going to make a hit. I'm telling you, one of these days we're going to make a hit, man. I promise you, man. What are you saying, baby?
I am blessed, man. We literally wasted 3 minutes of our lives just doing that. But why not?
It's all good, man. It's all good. It has to be. Anyway,
what are you saying though, man?
I'm blessed, you know. I swear to God, I'm blessed. I've been busy with work. You've not seen me around all week.
No,
no one has seen me around all week.
The last time I seen you was in this building?
Yeah. I have not chilled whatsoever, man. I work home, brother.
Yeah, people asking about you. People asking me about you, saying, "Yo, have you seen B-man?" I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, he sends the odd message in the group chat, but that's it.
Yeah, man. I've been ghosting. Period.
So, tell me, man. Like, have you caught up with NBA?
I'm always caught up with.
Of course you are. You're well connected, man.
Do you know what it is? Do you know if we really quickly touch on what we talked about last week? I don't know if he's set to make it or not. But Luka Doncic is injured right now. His place might get taken. He might not make it in time for the All-Star game. No. Everyone is saying he will, but there's a slight off chance that he might not.
Is it his ankle again?
Yeah, I think so. I don't quote me on that. I just know that he's injured.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see him play. I think he'd turn up. You know what?
Is that fair though? I don't want it to be a case of, this is why I mentioned
like Jimmy Butler.
No, Jimmy Butler just flat off refused to play. But I don't want it to be a case of like, let me just start off the game for a minute or so and then take me off and then I'll sit on the bench kind of thing. And it's like, that's...
Yeah,
you got brothers like Devin Booker and Bradley Beal on the corner waiting. Like that's... I don't know how to approach that. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. I can't remember the trade deadline ever being that exciting.
Yeah, a lot of moves, man. A lot of moves.
A lot of dumb moves. Bro, a lot of dumb moves.
There's a few dumb moves and a couple of ones that make you like scratch your head.
We could go on for hours right now, right? So let's ramble through them really quickly.
Should we talk about the big one first? Like the
No. We'll try and do them in the order that it came in.
Oh, the 4-team trade one then that came really first.
Yeah, the Houston Rockets one, right? The one with Atlanta, Sacramento Kings, and
no, it was Atlanta, Denver, Timberwolves, and Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets, thank you. Yes, Rockets. For those of you that don't know, Houston got rid of Clint Capella and
12-man trade.
Yeah, so let's do it step by step, and we'll talk about each player individually. We're not going to talk about the
that's fine. That's fine.
I think Shabazz Napier went somewhere as well. No, he stayed. No, he's at Sacramento Kings. Not Sacramento Kings, sorry. He's at Timberwolves.
Kayla Bates, D-Up moved.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're not really talking about him. Yeah, we can swipe past him. But let's talk about the Clint Capella trade first, right? First of all, the Atlanta Hawks, they needed a center. So, winners. Then he doesn't make that much money. 16 million over the next
18, isn't it?
18, 17, 16, I think,
Okay.
in that order, right? In today's market, pennies. So I tried to fathom and understand what made Houston Rockets decide that they did not need a center.
You know what? You mentioned it in the podcast before when we were talking All Stars, when they played a game without Clint Capella because he's been injured.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Like, that was like a taster. They've been, what was it, like almost 10 games out of like a possible 12, and he didn't play.
Yeah.
And like, they still did all right. They still did decent with him.
Yeah, in the short term. I always say, do you know how sometimes when you have your main player injured, for some reason they win one of the next 2 games, and then make people talk about see, like.
But this was more than one or 2 games.
I know, but
they had a run without him.
I know, but that cannot be sustainable.
Tybo Cephalosha was doing bits for some reason.
Yo, the Lakers will sweep.
Are you mentioning that?
Wait, let me just break
they
it down
played the
to the
Lakers
people
after that trade.
Let me break it down, right? For those people that don't know, the Houston Rockets do not have a recognized center on their team. Their tallest person is 6'6", and actually Hartenstein is a center.
Hartenstein's,
really, but he's not in the rotation like that.
Like 12th man.
Yeah. So basically the thing is playing at center, PJ Tucker, and then they got Rocco, Robert Covington, Westbrook, Harden, and
Eric Gordon. No, not Eric Gordon. Daniel House. Eric Gordon comes off the bench.
Yeah. That is scary. That not scary as in you need to be scared. Scary as in how that's not going to work.
That's the thing that, you know what? Yeah, they have literally. You know when you talk about teams going all in, they have literally gone all in for now.
Yeah.
Like they've made it a case of, you know what? Yeah, like we can't have Clint Capella and Russell Westbrook on the same time because they can't spread the floor.
Yeah.
We need everybody to spread the floor.
God.
We need everybody. If we're gonna buy into that philosophy, everybody's getting spread across the floor.
Couldn't they've not just gotten like a 3-point shooting center or something?
This tells you the value of how much centers are worth now. Like, not only did they give up Clint Capella to get Rocco, they gave up a first round pick as well.
Is it protected?
I doubt it. I doubt it. It's the Rockets. Probably only need to put protection on it. But still, it shows you we'll talk about other trades with other centers, but it shows you like
teams don't care anymore.
They don't care about big men, especially if they're one dimensional. If they just
but
get
got
rebounds.
Value though. All of them got value. Don't tell me Clint Capella's defense is not value. They're going to find, you know what? I think it's a good thing. Do you know what? I think this trade is a good thing. Do you know why? It's going to make people realize that this is not the way to go.
It could do the opposite. It could do the opposite.
I know. I hope it doesn't. Right? I can't imagine the scores. What the scores are going to be if people decide that they're not going to have centers. So we're going to go up to like 180s, 190s, right? But I hope this from my perspective, I really hope this method is going to flop for Houston Rockets. And then people look back and say, yeah, I can remember when Houston Rockets did that. Yeah, we're not doing that.
You know what? Centers nowadays, they either need to have a good 3-point shot or be able to pass. Like guys like Kristaps, Jokic, Embiid. Like they have to have a different. They can't just be tall anymore.
Do you know what I thought was going to happen? And I said we're going to do the trades in a timeline, but the other trade kind of fits in more with this. First of all, I feel really bad for Andre Drummond. I mean, if I had to move to Cleveland, I'd cry as well, you know.
That's bad.
I would cry. Do you know when he first landed? Did you see the video? When he first landed?
No.
It was snowing. It was proper snow. Like, I'm not talking about little snow. It was so heavy. I felt so bad for him. And it was like, yeah, Cleveland, let's get it. I could see the tears in his eyes, man. I could see the tears in his eyes.
There's one good news for him. Cleveland's so close to Detroit, he doesn't have to sell his house.
Yeah, true. But this is what I thought was going to happen. Do you know when that Cleveland trade came out of nowhere? And by the way, Cleveland got him for peanuts.
Yeah, it was
they literally got him for
Brandon
peanuts.
Knight and a couple of second rounders.
What does that even mean for an all-star? He is an all-star type center, right? So I thought when they get Andre Drummond, I thought all of a sudden that Tristan Thompson became available for Houston Rockets to take. That's what I thought was going to happen. I even put it on. I posted it on a lot of these tweets underneath. I said, "Mark my words."
You mentioned
Tristan
that
Thompson is going to go to Houston.
There's rumors that Tristan Thompson might get bought out. So I don't know why they would. I get it. They probably want to do it so they can potentially re-sign. I hate saying this, like with Sacramento did with Harrison Barnes, they traded for him just so they could re-sign him.
Yeah.
So they might do that with Andre Drummond
If he wants to.
If he wants to.
If he wants to.
But here's the thing, like, people are going to be so stingy this off season because everybody's waiting on Giannis the season after.
Yeah, true.
So he might not even get a bag. So if Cleveland give him like, 100 odd million for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I generally thought that was the plan. I thought the plan was for Cleveland, like, I think there was like a hush thing between the Rockets and Cleveland, which was like, look, just get a Drummond. He's available to you. And then we want Tristan Thompson. But if it's still the buyout, then what I said still stands, which is they always had something in play. It's kind of like, when Thingy snitched on himself, the LA Clippers coach, Doc Rivers. He snitched on himself because he said like we've been monitoring Kawhi Leonard for the last 2 years, which basically says it was even more than that. Or anyway, but the trade had been in motion. The moment that they sold Blake Griffin or got rid of Blake Griffin, I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why would you get rid of Blake Griffin? He's the best player. This is that. It doesn't make sense. You just gave him a contract. What the hell? But then come to think about it, they knew that they were in play for Kawhi Leonard. So they thought, you know what? Let's just get rid of him now so that we can get him later. And I felt like the Houston Rockets were kind of doing the same. Was like, okay, we already know what's going to happen, so we can dash him now.
Yeah, they kind of
we know something is going to come. Do you get it?
Yeah,
like they set up for something bigger.
Yeah, I don't know if they're smart enough to do that.
No, I think that Daryl Morey is. It's just the fact that they let him go for Rocco, yes, but man, that
they
kills.
they 100% looked at the analytics and be like, yo, you know what? Yeah, it just makes sense with him out of the team. We just get more shooters.
By the way, it took Russell Westbrook 10 years to realize that he should just stop shooting and just going inside.
Just drive.
Just drive.
Yeah.
He's leading the league now. In the last 10 games, he leads the league in points from drives and points in the paint.
All he needs to do is work on his free throw and he'd be
lit.
He'd be lit.
So another way that I looked at it was, well, what if it's a case of they don't want a center that's going to block up or clog up the lane, let Russell Westbrook and Harden just do their thing. And Westbrook's so much better going in, but
plus he gets enough rebounds. He gets enough rebounds.
Plenty.
So,
but it'll be different if teams know that Russell Westbrook is 100% going to be that guy. So they can have someone really tall on him that's just going to literally.
What's the odds that Russell Westbrook finishes the season like 50 or 20 and 10 or something like that? I don't know how many rebounds he's got. Or at least next year, he probably definitely will get 10 rebounds.
Yeah,
in that starting lineup.
Let's quickly move on because there was
trade?
another big deal. The Timberwolves.
Yes. Oh, yes.
They got D'Angelo Russell.
Yes.
That's a good fit, isn't it?
It is. For Timberwolves, it was a great deal. It was a great deal. Let's talk about the Timberwolves side because
the other side doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. They've got rid of Rocco. So they've got they've got weaker on defense.
Yes.
So they'll need to do this. This is more like a feeling out stage now. They're gonna feel out how it works. See, because he's not played for them yet. Did they win? They won the first game. Didn't they? With Cat Payne against Clippers.
Yeah, last night.
The night before. I think it was like
but Russell wasn't playing.
Oh yeah, he wasn't playing. So it's good signs to say that at least they've decided to pick themselves up, but. It's just going to be a feel-out time from now to the end of the season.
Yeah, I think for them, the beautiful thing is he just signed a contract. So they've got him for the long term.
3 years or something like
that. 4 years in total, 4 year max. So 3 years beyond this.
Okay.
Unless they gave him the contract at Brooklyn and then traded him. Like
that's what they did, yeah.
Is it a 4 year or 5 year deal then that they gave him?
No, it's a 4 year deal. I think it is. I think it's 4 years play option, something like that.
Either way, I think they're looking for next year. I don't think they're looking for this year. I think they should just try and see how much they can get Cat and D'Angelo Russell to gel.
They just need to get the holy trinity of him and D-Book, and then that I don't know how it would work. They have to give up bare draft capital for him, but
I would 100%. But I think he gave it away for literally nothing.
Let's talk about that because think of the way I'm seeing it is. Maybe I'm looking too far back on this, but you tell me. The reason why they got D'Angelo Russell was because they had Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant we knew he was leaving. We knew 100% he was leaving, and the fact that he went to the Nets just gave the Warriors an opportunity. You know what? If you're gonna sign him, obviously you're not gonna keep D'Angelo Russell because you're gonna be picking up Kyrie as well. Let's take him off your hands, innit? If he had gone to any other team, would the Golden State Warriors have got anything in return for Kevin Durant? No. So like they're playing with house money. They could do whatever they want.
Yeah, but surely you can. I know I see what you mean. It's like at least you got something out of it.
Yeah.
But the reality is I wouldn't look at it that way.
To be
the
fair,
way I look at it is I have him now.
Short-term side, looking at it, it's like, you know what? Let's get more for him. Let's see if we can flip him and get more.
Because I'm sure they could have gotten something big for him. It's a protected first round pick, a second round pick, and then a bunch of
2021. That they're going, and they've given up like Amari Spellman and guys like that. They're not getting anyone in return.
No, but they're piling it up though.
You know what they are banking on, because this is what they said. They said they're planning to keep Andrew Wiggins, and they're banking on when Steph comes back, when Clay comes back, and Draymond's in the team, that because when he came into the league, he was more known for being like, you know, athletic and being potentially great on defense.
Yeah.
As long as he can, because he's not like he's lost his athleticism, as long as he can keep up with the pace and try and, you know, be as aggressive as he can on defense, they don't need him to be a corner 3 specialist.
Yeah, true.
So like, it's not like they're going to be losing out. He's like, crazy. Again, I'm going to mention it. He's like their Harrison Barnes.
Wow, he really is. He really is. He is. But
I mentioned him twice this video.
Let's wrap this up now.
Go on.
The last trade I wanted to mention was finally the Andre Iguodala thing is over and done with now. He's gone to Miami for Justice Winslow, who really has had an injury hit season, and they got rid of Dion Waiters.
And James Johnson?
James Johnson, but they got another player in return as well. Oh, Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Jay Crowder would be like, the fact that they got Jay Crowder with Iguodala is good.
Massive, innit?
Because if it was just Iguodala, I'd be like, it's not great.
Yeah,
it's not great. But
it is great, because what did they give up? They gave up nothing.
They gave up a bit of their depth, especially
Dion Waiters was not in the rotation.
Dion Waiters, just
James Johnson, who Andre Iguodala is replacing anyway.
Yeah, but they've lost on Point Justice.
Yeah, but the thing is, the truth, I think they decided that plan is over and done with.
I think they gave up on him, which is a shame. But hopefully he does well in Memphis now.
I hope so.
Like, because that's like, imagine Justice. Jaren Jackson Jr.
It's mad, isn't it? Dylan Brooks
and Valanciunas.
Valanciunas. Yeah, no, that sounds like a big team.
They've done well.
But do you know what? Now that the Heat got Jay Crowder and they got Andre Iguodala, it's a case of now who actually has the best overall team. And I think I'm not saying the Miami Heat are the best. I think people are over exaggerating, but I think that they do have the best squad in the East.
Nah.
Okay,
I still
off the bench, they've got Kendrick Nunn or Goran Dragic, whichever one is playing and whichever one is not. They've got Tyler Herro, Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder, and Kelly Olynyk off the bench.
Wait, who's starting for them then?
So they got Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, that Duncan Robinson.
Duncan's coming off the bench, man.
No, he has been starting.
Has he been starting?
Yeah, he has been starting. I told you the Kendrick Nunn or
Dragic.
There's a player that I'm missing now. I don't know who's playing power forward for them at this stage. But you get my drift,
right?
I
see where you're coming. But
you remember, there's going to be a constant rotation, so it's in and out. Bam Adebayo's turned into an absolute monster. You know what Jimmy Butler's all about. These young players, Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Herro.
I can't look past the Bucks, man.
I know, neither can I. But I'm just saying, on paper.
I tell you what, in regards to, compared to if you take the Bucks out of this, yeah. Toronto, Philly, who are teams. Well, Toronto, I feel are slightly overachieving. Yeah. Philly are underachieving, and I think that Philly being the team where they have Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris and Josh Richardson and Al Horford, you think to yourself, this team should like dominate, especially with the amount of talent that they've handed around with Embiid and that. But it doesn't work like this. The other night, was it Korkmaz?
Oh my God, 36 points.
That guy, he went off.
9 rebounds,
because
7 threes.
Like, he's able to shoot from outside. Yeah. And a player that's able to shoot from outside with guys like Embiid who can demand a double team in the post. It makes sense.
Things up. But it's just that the depth is not great. But we're going to have to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
But the depth's not great. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, subscribe.
We totally should have done this at the beginning.
Yeah, we really should have. But we're going to keep dropping content over and over again. Help us out. Do your thing. And hopefully we get to grow even more than we have already.
Free Andre Drummond, man. Free Andre Drummond.
Man. Peace.
Peace.